What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is that time of year again where I am going to be switching out the decor in our home. I am going to be working on taking down the spring and summer decor and then of course replacing all of that with some beautiful fall and autumn decor. So here are my 3 bins, and if you guys have been part of my channel for a while now, you I'm sure know that I have dramatically downsized all of my seasonal decor collections. I believe when I started YouTube 3 years ago, I had at least like 6 bins of autumn, fall home decor. So this right here is such an improvement, but I still know that there's going to be stuff in here that I no longer want. So I'm already prepared to remove some home decor. I love selling my old home decor and kind of replacing it with new home decor using the funds that I make from selling the old. So the first step that I always do when I am changing out the seasonal home decor is go through what I already have. I really try to stay away from buying anything that is super seasonal until I take an inventory of what I already have, just so that I know not to buy like duplicates, and I know that anything I do purchase new kind of goes and flows with the stuff that I am keeping. So that is always my first step in switching out between seasons. I always make a couple piles, definitely a keep pile. My second pile is always a donate pile. And then my third pile is a for sale pile. So I'm going to sort out these 3 bins in my 3 piles. I'm going to try my hardest to downsize the items that I have in here. Pretty much my rule of thumb that I've been trying to use and ask myself is, would I buy the item that I have if I were to see it in stores? If the answer is no, then that's a pretty easy, justifiable way to get rid of it. Even if I have like emotional attachment to it, or if it's been part of my home decor collection for years, I try to not be sentimental when figuring out what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to donate or sell. So that is the first step, and I'm gonna get working on that right now. Right, update time. So all 3 bins have been emptied. I've actually made 4 piles, which is kind of disappointing because taking my own advice is harder than it really should be. So let me just walk you through what I have done so far. So this pile over here are all items that I don't want. And then this mini little pile over here, this is all Halloween, so it really shouldn't even have been included in the autumn bins. Once the basement is complete though, I am planning on just doing Halloween decor right down there. I will keep things scary and Halloweenish, but everywhere else in the house, I am not really planning on doing any Halloween decor. I haven't for about 2 years now. And then over here is what I have decided to keep, and then also right up here. So if you could tell just by looking at these 2 piles of items that I want to keep, I am going for a much more like neutral, toned down look and color scheme. Here is where it gets tricky. This whole pile are things that I know I would not purchase at a store, but I also don't know if I am ready to let go of it all. So I'm having a hard time deciding on what I want to do with this pile. So the pile on the left is my undecided pile. I am not sure what I'm going to end up doing with it all. And then the pile on the upper right over there, is the pile that I am good with letting go. I also have this pile of super sparkly pumpkins that I also don't really know what to do with. They are small. I am definitely going for more of a statement type of look, trying to decrease these small items and maybe add a few bigger items. Again, I really like All of these pumpkins, they have been a joy to decorate with. For the last like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years, I've had some of these, and I'm having a hard time letting these ones go as well, but I'm thinking they are on their way out the door. I am planning on just listing all of this stuff, kind of like bundling it all together on my Facebook Marketplace page and trying to get rid of a big amount of it all in one time. I'm going to go through this pile of unwanteds and take some photos, post it on my Facebook page. Hopefully I can get rid of a lot of this really soon, sometime this week. So I have laid out the majority of my fall decor right here on our dining room table. I like to do this just so that I can see everything all in one spot and kind of decorate as I see fit. If I see an area that needs some seasonal pops of decor, it's all right here and easy to grab and go. And my scarecrows, I wasn't going to hold on to those, but I am going to place them in our family room. That is where my son spends like the majority of the time, just like watching TV, hanging out down there. So I kind of want to keep things kid friendly. I have a little bit of space at the end of the table for new decor. So the reason why I want to keep all of my new decor in its own separate spot is just to make sure that I have room for it, and then also that I really want to keep it. So before I take it out of its packaging or remove the tags, I want to make sure that it will flow with my existing decor, the decor that I decided to keep. And so that is always like the last to go up, just to make sure that I am in fact going to use it. There are a few things that I notice I do not have that I'm missing. So they are somewhere down in the crawl space. I am waiting for my husband to go down there and get those. I know there's at least 2 things I'm missing. So if there's 2 things, there's probably a few more that were just like placed in a bin and pushed back into a corner or something. But you guys know I like to share with you my real life and not like sugarcoat anything on my channel here. So yeah, I started decorating. I began this video on Tuesday and it's now Friday. This stuff has been sitting on our dining room table right when you walk into our house for the last 3 days. Decorating is definitely a process over here. The time for switching out decor is also the time that I kind of go through my kids' clothes and do a bunch of just seasonal maintenance around the entire house, not just excluding that to decor. So the dining room is a disaster, but I'm hoping I can finish this up today because we have a bunch of people coming over tomorrow, and by the looks of the dining room, you would not be able to tell. But I am going to decorate with what is out. I'm going to wait for my husband to get what was left behind, and then I'm going to see if I can work in those new pieces of decor that I purchased this year.